Welcome to my app, which is Hearth, which makes it quicker and easier to find information on the micronutrients that we need for optimal mental and physical health. This is my food journey. I started out thinking oranges are too sweet and milk gave me bad acne and a continuous cold all the way through my childhood, not realizing I had a dairy tolerance, but I did eat flatfish, which I really enjoyed, but olives and avocados weren't too good. My grandfather was a doctor from the beginning of the NHS, and he always worked on a prevention rather than cure basis. My parents brought me up on real food. A lot of it came from the garden, and my brother and I often got sick when we went on holiday. A lot of apps that are currently out there are based on calories. So the reduction of calories to balance out the amount of energy that people use, but it doesn't mention anything about micronutrients, which is putting the cart before the horse. And the other kinds of apps that are out there tell you about the ingredients in food, and it's incredibly complicated. So it's not really telling us what fuel we need, whether it's electric, diesel, or petrol. And I know it's a slightly touchy subject at the moment. This is an example, nutrition facts. They tell you all of this: fat, protein, they're the macronutrients in food. But again, it doesn't tell you the micronutrients that we need. And then Chronometer is a very good app, but it tells you about whether a meal has provided all the nutrition you need. But then again, it could be the other way around. So it comes down to genes, geography, and lifestyle. So if you live in the very far north and you swim, you'll burn off a lot of blood sugar in your blood. But if you live in somewhere like Africa, then you might not store vitamin D. And so there might be foods like nuts and fish that you might not like. The Eat Well guide tends to focus on what someone would eat, primarily within quite a narrow age and demographic range. Because if you are going out to work each day, then you might find that you don't put on weight if you eat lots of sugar and starchy carbohydrates. Meanwhile, on the NHS website, there's also a guide to all the micronutrients that we need in order to be fit and healthy, the foods they come from, and the RDAs for dietary supplements, which I took and turned it into a spreadsheet, which tells you all the micronutrients that we need, the RDAs for supplements, and the foods they came from. And this allowed me to make my own shopping list, which turned out to be cheaper and last longer to get all the micronutrients from my food. The app idea I've got has a simple login because your age, height, weight, and gender don't make any difference to whether an orange can deliver vitamin C or a pepper could deliver vitamin C. It's got a basic email and password login. Then we've got the micronutrient library, which someone can look through, get to know what foods deliver which micronutrients or other sources like vitamin D from the sun, and then to add them to a shopping list, or to create a meal, or design a menu, or keep a diary. So the vegan and vegetarians and pescatarians don't have certain foods, but then they can find other sources of proteins and various micronutrients, but there might be one or two missing, like B12 or certain types of vitamin A, because you've got the plant and the animal sort. And that is why macronutrients are very useful, because they tell us what we why it is that certain foods don't agree with us. Like someone from Africa might not eat polyunsaturated fats, and someone who's got a Mediterranean diet might not eat a lot of sugar. So that means that you can create your own meals, and then the app can tell you which micronutrients you're missing from your diet to have the right amount of dietary supplement, which makes them a lot easier to buy. And then that's what you get from the last bit is the nutrition suggestions, which just says a vegan might not get any B12. And here's the NHS's recommended amount to have for a dietary supplement. In a survey of people in the US and UK, eating more healthily came up at the top intention. And as that has continued to come up, it might suggest that currently it is difficult to know how to do that. And things like a shopping list and a meal planner would be helpful. So it's very difficult to know what to eat because the press don't really tell you what is in chocolate or wine or coffee that might make it healthy for some people and what might make it less healthy for other people according to their genes, lifestyle and geography. So taking the food from the app to find out how to get all the micronutrients onto one plate can help with catering and parties, as this food can go a long way and cater for all different types of diets by providing a range of nutritious foods, tasty, satisfying and nutritious. So thank you very much for watching.